All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. It is time for another review. So say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Log, and TV, and let's get started right here on the KnivesFAST channel. Now, guys, this is a WE knife, one of the new 2023 WE knives, and this comes by way of my buddy Justin over at White Mountain Knives. Whoopsh. There you go. Justin is awesome. As a matter of fact, this one is actually going back to him. This is not really a review, but more of an overview because I've only had this knife for a few days. Justin let me take a peek at it. Now I'm going to send it back to him because the drop is coming very soon. So I'm going to get this one back out to him and we'll talk about that drop. I'm not sure when I'm posting this video just yet, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you that the drop at White Mountain Knives and everywhere is February 3rd, the Friday. Well, I don't know when this is running, but anyway, Friday, February 3rd. That's what I should say. So, gee whiz. And you can get 10% off with code KnivesFAST at White Mountain Knives any and every time you shop there. Now, there are a couple of exceptions, but they are pretty rare. So this is the WE Trogon. Now, guys, this is a Brian Brown design. Come on, focus. There we go. So there's what we've got here. And again, comes with the great pouch that the WE knives come with. Very, very cool. So let's take a look at this knife. And again, this is more of an overview than a review simply because I'm just not going to have it long enough to do a full review. Plus, he's going to end up selling this. So I definitely want to keep it in pristine condition. I've carried it 2 days, but I haven't done a lot of cutting with it. I mean, we can just go ahead right now and just do what I think would be just one simple cardboard cut here. Yes, I already did a little bit of this. It is an absolute laser beam. Very, very nice. Brian Brown knows how to design a knife. This is a gorgeous blade. It is a hollow ground blade here, flat grind here, beautiful swedge. You got kind of this gray bead blasted look. Let me wipe that blade now that I did that. That's literally all the cutting I've gotten to do is just a little bit of cardboard. I did a little bit the other day and then what you just saw there, and that's about it. But I can tell you, because of this hollow grind, it comes down to a very, very fine, thin edge. You can see there, nice thin stock to begin with. I would guess 12.5, 0.12 of an inch. You got blue thumb studs on this one. Now, there is a little difference we need to talk about here in a minute. We'll get there. You've got kind of a big blade and a thin handle. And so when that sits in, you got a lot of blades sticking up here, but it has this wonderful profile close. You do have this gorgeous blue titanium. And guys, there are so many touches. The shape of this clip, I really like it. It's a little long. It goes in and out of the pocket pretty well, but it's a little long. It is right side tip up only. You got about that much sticking out of the pocket, but because it's so thin, it carries really nice. No problems there. Beautiful contoured scales. I mean, ridiculous. And you've got this micro milling. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Beautiful, beautiful micro milling done by WE. Now, you've got these great speed holes, and what I like lately is everybody's doing this. They've polished the inside of those speed holes, and you get this great shiny blue there. Look at that. Really, really cool. And again, blue accents everywhere. Blue on all the screws. Nice shiny blue. It's just fantastic. Thumb stud action pops open beautifully. The one complaint I have is it just needs a little more lock bar access. As you can see, there's no kind of poke through here, but you do have a nice chamfer. It's good. It's just a little stiff on the lock bar. And it'll probably break in. Definitely no lock stick or anything like that. Really, really nicely done. Now this guy is, let's look at it off camera, dead centered, as you can see there. Very, very well. Now you can see there. You do have a back spacer here that's titanium with a chunk taken out of it for your lanyard loop there, which is also blue anodized. Really cool place to put the back spacer. Not the back spacer, the shoot, lanyard loop. Thank you, lanyard pin. Really, really cool. Now you do have a wonderful 4-finger grip here. Man, I just finished doing a 2.5 hour stream and I'm tired, but I need to get this review done. So sorry about that. And because of the contouring and the flatness of the clip, this feels great. There is no hot spot on that clip. You do feel it, but barely. Great jimping here. You can choke up just slightly, but stay back from the blade. Jimping works just fine, and you can also come out here, but there's no jimping there. On the blade, you have clean on this side, as you can see, and then on this side, you have the Brian Brown logo there. And do we have a steel mark? I do not see the steel mark. We'll go over that in the specs in just a minute. But just a great, great knife. Now, action-wise, on the thumb studs, it just pops right open. Now, what I was about to say is it depends, and we'll go through it here in a minute, which version you get. This one is flat here, but there's a version, I think it's the black version or gray that has a fuller here. I would have loved to. I didn't realize that when I got this one from him. He let me pick which one. I would have got the one with the fuller for sure, but you know I always pick blue first. I can middle finger flick it very easily with the thumb stud. The detent is epic. I mean, it is tuned just right. You can see there. It's not coming out. Very nicely done in that regard, and I just adore this blade shape. I don't even know it's a Tanto. You do have a secondary tip. We'll see what they call it in the specs. I call it a gorgeous drop Tanto. I don't know. Clip Tanto, something. It's a Tanto, but it's super interesting. Let's do our normal comparisons here, and then we will do your specs and pricing and all that. So there is your Rat 1, which your Rat 1's a little bit bigger, and your Rat 2. All right, and you know what? We're going to leave, I'll tell you what, we'll move this and back this guy up just a little bit so you can see it. No, you know what? We're going to put it up on the stand so you can see it better while I talk about the specs. That's what we're going to do. All right, so there you go. So let's talk about the specs. Now, again, these are dropping February 3rd at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. And these are in 20 CV. And so there is I'm just going to run through this. There is a bronze titanium handle with 20 CV with the fuller for $296.99. There is a black titanium handle and 20 CV, and that one is like this one, no fuller. And then there is a also a black titanium handle with Damasteel. Oh, by the way, the last one was $292.75. The Damasteel one without a fuller is $623.90, and then the blue one, like you see here, for $292.75. Now, I've been told by some people they think these are priced way too high. Man, there's so many, the more I've spent time with it, there's so many touches, the micromilling, the contouring of the scales, the anodizing of the blue hardware. I don't know that we're far off, guys. The 20 CV blade, this is a premium. This is not just a run-of-the-mill, $240 or whatever knife. This has more going on with that Brian Brown design, but it might be a little up. But it's up to you if you want that one or not. Now, specs-wise, 7.77 inches, 3.2 on the blade length, 4.75 on the handle. 20 CV, it is a plain edge, of course. 4.51 ounces, so a little more than that ounce per inch there, but, not so as I can tell. We need to do a couple more things here in a minute. Tip up right side carry only. And they call it a spear point, okay? So they call it a spear point. And that makes perfect sense. I would call it a spear Tanto. I don't know. Very, very interesting blade. And I love this, that you have a nice short handle, get this grip, and then that big, nasty looking, pokey stabby, beautiful blade. Love that blade. Just fantastic. And I really like it. Now, I was going to say here, lockup, no blade play, no lock rock. Does have a lock bar interface here. Oh, come on, focus, please. A lock bar interface, there you go, and you can see your chamfer on the lock. And I would call that lockup about a 15 to 20, and it's plenty for it. Very, very nice. Don't have a lot of, you do have a lock bar over travel and a lock bar interface. And I don't have a lot of problem with putting pressure on the lock bar at all. Just fires out really, really nice. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think. Again, this is not a full review, but it's pretty close. And I know I've gone a little bit longer than I usually do because I had more to say about this one. And I want to thank Justin again for trusting me to send this out on short notice. And this is going to be headed back to him tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. And I thank you guys for checking this video out. And I hope you're able to get one if you want one. So thank you so much. Guys, let me know what you think. Down in the comments, give me a thumbs up. Check out the channel if you're not subscribed. And thanks so much to Justin at White Mountain. And thanks to all of you for watching the Knives Fast channel.